All right, you guys, if you got yourself one of these, then you're definitely going to need to pick up this. That's what we're going to go over in today's video. All right, y'all, if you've been following the channel, you've probably seen that I already did a video on this thing last year. Never got a chance to do any follow-up video on it. I had a lot of stuff after that doing some other videos, but we're going to start diving into this thing a little bit better. Now, I'm going to tell you, like I told you the first time, I actually really do. This is just, no BS. I really do like this mini crossbow. Again, I reached out to Ballista from the very beginning. They never reached out to me. If you guys follow the channel, you know I love to shoot small ammo and stuff. I think shooting smaller ammo at distances is a little bit more challenging. That's my opinion. So, and then you give me a mini crossbow. So I want to see what this thing can really do. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, because like I said, we've got some things coming in the video. We're gonna build our own arrows. We're gonna do some different fletching combinations on this thing. We're gonna try to get it to fly as true as we can. The next video, we're actually gonna be hooking up all the bow fishing equipment that comes with it, the reel, the laser, the reel mount. We're going to do all that kind of stuff. I'm going to show you how to actually install that. We'll take it out, do a little bit of shooting with it. Hopefully we can get out to a pond. And a friend of mine's got a pond down the road that's just overrun with gar and catfish surfacing. We'll try to see what we can knock out of there and maybe do some night fishing on the boat if I can get the lights hooked up in time. All right, let's get to the main subject of this video. The little mini crossbow press. And all it is two arms that's got some pegs that go into the cams to compress it to change out the cables and string. And I'll bring you in here and show you how we do that. It's very easy. I'll leave all the info down in the description on the price of this and basically give you the Ballista site. Also, I have an Amazon account. I don't know if I even did it right, but if you like what you see, if you are interested in this bow, I'll leave the Amazon account where you can go find this thing. This is the Ballista reverse jaw bat. This is the 150-pound limb combination with the L stock, they call it. Again, I'm sorry, the T stock. All right, y'all, let me grab the camera, bring you over here, put you on my little chest mount, show you how we actually do this, and just show you how easy this really is. All right, y'all, I'm going to try to do this as best I can. I have a cameraman here. But anyway, these two arms right here, if you look, you're going to notice you have a little peg and a bolt. It's got a little rubber end on there to protect. Both sides have it. And on the back end, you have a screw with a slot that'll go in and lock. Very easy to do. If you notice right here on the cam, you have a little hole right there. It's on both sides. That's where you're going to stick the little pegs into. Very, very easy. So start off, put one peg in, hold it nice and tight. Come over here, put this peg to that hole nice and tight. The head of that screw is what will lock it in. And as soon as you have it in, very easy to do. Pull it back, and it's pretty much a posi lock right there. Now, when it's locked, you can see you can pull your cables out of your little guards right here. Real simple. Now you got access to change out your cables. Now to do that, to complete this, take this, slowly let out. Now you have access to your string as well. So to replace your cable, you're actually going to have to take the string off, which I'm not going to do. I'm not going to replace any of this stuff and take it off completely. I'm just showing you how to get there. Once you take your string completely off, you're going to want to roll this upside down. And you're going to come right here, and this is where your cable actually ties into. Now, you'll notice, and I'll flip it around and I'll show you. I'll go ahead and take one off. On your cables, you're going to have a big eye and a small eye. Your smaller eye is what goes down here, just so there's no mistake. Just remember, if you ever got any issues, always take pictures when you do this. That way you know where everything goes. Real simple. But anyway, in here, it's going to come in. It'll wind up going around this peg, and it ties off to this piece right here. All you got to do is take an Allen wrench, remove that. The peg will come off. Cable will come out. Put your new one in and run it in there. Tighten that screw back in the cable. Put everything back here. Just that easy. I mean, that quick. Put your string back on. So all we want to do is put this back together so we can get the cables inside the guards. Come back over here. Put this back on that cam. Put this peg back on that cam. Push together. Lock. There you go. Now you can put your cables back in the cable guards. It's got a little clip right there that holds it in there. And there you go. And again, when you're done, open it up. Nice and easy, real slow. That way in case something didn't jump out of the cam or something. And there you go. Just that simple. Now I'm going to show you another way if you're just going to replace your strings, which like I said, is probably one of the most common things you're going to replace. It's going to be the one taking the most wear and tear. You can do this from the front. So you're going to want to, but this time we're going to go from the top down instead of coming from underneath. So take your peg, put it in the hole just like that. Lock it in the cam. Same way, lock it in over here. And now you can actually bring it together. It'll lock underneath. See how loose your string is? You can do whatever you need to do with your string. Put it back on. Once your string is back on, what I recommend is pulling it kind of tight in here. Make sure you stay in the cam. Just kind of pull it tight. Let it sit in that rail a little bit. That way when you unhook it, let everything fall back into place. Now, the only thing you can do with that, the way I just showed you, is just the strings. But like I said, that easy. Takes no time at all. So you see how easy it really is to use that press, just that fast. Again, this is something that I really think is a must. I don't say that often. I always tell you guys, hey, it's something if you decide, you get it. But if you've got one of these things, you're going to be shooting this thing so much. You're going to be so many shots. You're going to put so many shots through this before you even know it. And, you're going to wear the strings and cables out. I mean, quicker than any crossbow you got. Like I said, just how easy it is to cock it and shoot it. Now, one thing I want to say before we get out of here, I've seen some people make some videos on, if you want to get it faster, just put some twists in your cables. Look, I've been doing archery for a long time. Just start adding a bunch of twists on your cables isn't always the smartest thing to do. Because I've seen some people say you could do it on a new one. The more you tighten these cables down, these limbs are made to compress so much, okay? And the tighter that you get those cables, you start compressing those limbs even more. Yes, there's a safety tolerance, but if you're not careful and you decide to go, crazy and do too much tightening, you can cause some damage to this thing. Now, as time goes on, they get a little weak. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and tell you how many twists you can put in them. You can. Again, don't go crazy. All strings stretch. I've probably got this bow. I think I've fired this thing 4 times, and that's just with the practice bolts it comes with. I've got some hunting bolts coming in. So this thing's got a lot of stretching to do. And in the future, I may do a video on that. We'll kind of go with it and see what's kind of safe and not safe. Remember, if you're not subscribed, make sure you do it. We got some stuff coming up. We're going to see what we can do with this crossbow. We're going to work on some fleshing combinations. We're going to build some bolts. We're going to do some fun stuff. We're going to see just how far we can take this out and be ethical. We've got some stuff coming up. We're working at the ranch to get some spots for some bow hunting for pigs. So hopefully that works pretty good. I think about putting a thermal on this at night to see what I can do with it. Again, the next video, I'm actually going to show you guys how to put the upside down, how to put the bow fishing gear on there, the mount, the reel, the laser, how to tie in the arrows. We'll go out and show you how to sight it in before you just get out in the water and start shooting. So again, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of that. All right, y'all. Crossbow press for the mini reverse bat. Now, again, this is just for this bow right here. This is not for the mega bat. Don't go buying that thinking it's going to work on the mega bat, because trust me, it won't. That needs a regular bow press that either you may have or you're probably going to take to your local archery shop. Appreciate you guys watching the video. Every chance you get, wet a line, let an arrow fly, put some rounds out of range. See y'all next time.